What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. We working, and we talking about who's the best UK boxer closing out the 2017 year. And we here once again. And I must say, UK boxing has really stepped up their game massively over the last 5, 6, 7 years. I remember when Nestor Gibbs back in like 2013 was dubbed the title of Euro bum, and a lot of European fans didn't like it, a lot of UK fans didn't like it. And they definitely have come a long way from that and earned a lot of respect from me. And shout out to the boxing voice of Nestor Gibbs one time for the one time. And they've done a lot, man. They jumped leaps and bounds in talent. It was at one point, I think last year or earlier this year, they had, more world titles than, the country United States of America, and that's crazy because the UK is not even half the size of America, I don't believe. It's very, very small. And if you're wondering, Carl Frampton, I'm hearing Ireland is part of the UK. So I put him in there as well. Forgot Callum Smith in here. He very much well can win the World Boxing Super Series tournament. A lot of people believe that. I picked him to win it anyway. Not feeling as confident as when I picked him in the beginning. But, we here. And a lot of different guys have ushered in the way for UK boxing to be on top. As Amir Khan, Kell Brook, and, Carl Frampton pretty much, ushered in the way for this to happen. Carl Frampton came over and put pause on Leo Santa Cruz. Kell Brook dog walked Sean Porter, and Amir Khan was dog walking Americans for many, many years, until he got knocked out by Danny Garcia. And we know the story. He had to rebuild his career. But he tested himself to be great and prove himself in the boxing, mecca in North America. He fought any and everybody, even if he lost. He won. He still had a lot of confidence. He bounced back a lot. And that showed that the UK had a lot of grit and determination and a lot of burning ambitions to be great in America and improve. That the notion of Eurobum and guys in the UK not being that good, and a lot of guys are changing that. They very much will. You got young guys like Josh Taylor, Anthony Yard. Lee Selby coming up. You got champions and George Groves, Billy Joe Saunders, who opened up a lot of people's eyes. Terry Flanagan, who's looking to open a lot of people's eyes and fight Maurice Hooker sometime this next spring for the WBO 140-pound vacant title by Terrence Crawford. Anthony Joshua, who's ushering a new era of popularity with Chrissy Banks Jr., two of the most popular and most potential high fighters in the world. You had gold medalists like James DeGale, who he lost, due to his inactivity and shoulder and not being ready and taking Caleb Truax seriously. But he was amongst the top fighters as well. He was a gold medalist. Amir Khan was a silver medalist. Billy Joe Saunders was an Olympian. Josh Taylor was a high amateur as well. You got Luke Campbell, who was a gold medalist as well. There's talent all over the place in the UK. You got guys who didn't have much of an amateur background. Harry Davies. You can go on and on. And a lot of these guys are here to stay, man. A lot of these guys have great skill levels, and it's going to make a lot of noise in the American boxing scene when they're ready to transition over. If they do, Anthony Yard is a big puncher. You got Daniel Dubois. UK scene is very, very popping. But if you're talking about who's the most skilled fighter right now on the championship level, that's very, very tough to say. It's a lot of great fighters out there. It's guys that have been on the top level and lost, like Amir Khan, Kell Brook, and Carl Frampton. But if we're talking about just strictly from a skill standpoint, that's tough. It's very, very tough. And being very, very proven, moving forward into the future, it's a very, very tough pick for me to pick. But you might have to go with Anthony Joshua right now. He seemed to be stagnant and plateauing off, but Ebanks is unproven. Kell Brook and Amir Khan is already lost. Carl Frampton is a guy that's in the mix. Billy Joe Saunders, Anthony Yard, Lee Selby, Josh Taylor, still proving themselves. The winner, Chrissy Banks Jr., George Groves, probably might win the World Boxing Super Series tournament. We'll have a say in that. But I think it's Anthony Joshua right now. It's the most talented fighter. You mix in that he's got 3 belts. If you mix in the talent, the skill level, and the credentials, Anthony Joshua is on the up and up right now. I think he's the most prominent, skilled, most talented, accomplished fighter coming out the UK right now. It's a lot of guys with a lot of potential. If you tell me who's going to be the biggest star on the overall boxing scene, you guys, if you follow me, you know how I feel. It's Josh Taylor. I think he's going to be absolutely dominant at the next level of step in competition. He's already fought in America already. He put pause on Harry Davies. He's the first guy to stop Miguel Vasquez, who Canelo had a close fight early in his career with. Nobody ever stopped and always got robbed, and nobody really clearly beat Miguel Vasquez. You feel me? And he might have opportunities with Adrian Broner, Lipinus, Mikey Garcia down the road, Terry Flanagan down the road. I mean, he already dismissed fighting Ricky Burns. He says no point in fighting Ricky Burns. Lee Selby is another dude with a lot of potential and a lot of skill as well. Chris Eubanks Jr. is a guy with a lot of potential, a lot of skills and opponents. He can go back to middleweight if he wins the World Boxing Super Series tournament, super middleweight edition, and make some noise. But if I say number one right now, who had the credential, who in their prime, the O doesn't matter, but still on top of that game, who got the trinkets, the belts, the popularity, who's pulling the most numbers in the UK, and who looks to have a bright future, to me, is Anthony Joshua. Let me know what y'all think. But if I had to rank them, who would be my second? That would be tough as well. I would probably go with Carl Frampton. It would be my second guy I go with. He's accomplished. He got a lot of big winnable fights in front of him. He fighting on needles with Donaire and Warrington, and Lee Selby gonna be on the undercard, so maybe he could fight the winner of that fight if he beats Donaire. Let me know who y'all think who the top UK fighter is. We gone.